So just a few minutes ago, Anuma-san gave us an introduction to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and the Plateau. And now we're going to do some exploring and just check out a little bit more of what the Plateau has to offer.
Yeah, and yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do some climbing, shall we?
Yeah. So Mr. Anuma and Bill kind of looked around the bottom of the temple. So now I'm going to go and see how the world will look like.
It should be noted that the first time I found this temple, I tried to climb up the other side where there's no ladder, and I fell and I died.
Yeah, I didn't know there's a ladder neither.
You did that and you felt so proud of yourself?
Yeah, I did.
And it was only later you walked around and was like, oh, ladder.
Yeah, well, the game encourages you to climb. What can I say? I figured I was doing the right thing. The first time I found this temple, I tried to climb up the other side. That is
No!
We already had Bill set himself on fire.
That is
it's all right.
true.
Even if it's close to your death, I don't think it's. I don't
We
think
have
it's
to
a
ramp
bad
it up now. We're just going to, we have to beat him, I think, on the glorious death.
Then I'm just going to go up. This is my favorite moment. When I go up to the peak, I can actually see the sun coming up.
Yeah, it's kind of scary actually how many times I've done that playing early builds of this game where you just sort of you want to get to high spaces so you can just look around different times of day, different weather. You know, just the scenery is so fantastic.
That's interesting how much it changes, and especially here since we don't have any control as we're showing this game off to what the weather's going to do. So it's nice right now that we've got a good scene to show people, but it could just easily be raining and.
So since this is an exploration segment, I kind of want to try to explore, and then I'm going to try to head toward the highest peak in this plateau, which I think is that thing.
Yes.
So I'm going to use the scope. See, so using the scope, you can actually pin things, so you can see where you're heading toward. So right now I'm right here, and I'm trying to go to the Mount Hylia, the highest peak on this plateau we're on.
And it's crazy thinking this is just the plateau that we have visible here, but this is a tiny portion of the world.
Yeah.
Yep. This is how big the world is.
Having the topographical details on the map too are hugely important. It's like when you look at it, when you're sitting there staring at your map and trying to figure out how to get somewhere, you can see obviously if you have huge elevation gains that you have to get over, planning your route becomes really important.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just for the Treehouse Live, Mr. Anuma gave us a very special board. So actually use the paraglider in this one. So I'm going to try to take the scenic route.
You're going in the drink. You're going in the water.
No.
We're
going to make it.
Maybe. I will make it. Yes. Oh, wait, there's something here.
Resources.
Shiny.
So I'm going to try to take the scenic.
That's actually one thing I found really useful about being able to plan your location before you actually get going, because the number of times I've gotten waylaid by collecting stuff or hunting, or I'm totally off of where I intended to go, and then I can check and be like, oh yeah, I was supposed to go over there. I should get back to that when I'm done collecting stuff.
No, that happens all the time. Like every nook and cranny. I mean, it's not like you're going to find, this incredible sword around every nook and cranny, but there's always something. It's like whether it's an apple or it's something that you're going to use later on. There's secrets everywhere, so you get really distracted.
And I collect everything I see.
I feel like I just saw Bill doing a naked speed run down this path, like this incredible. Luckily, we're going a different route. He went down the path. We're going up. It's like whether it's
we're going to the different direction. So this is actually the peak or the cliff. Everything I see.
I feel like I just saw Bill doing a naked speed run down this path, like this incredible. Luckily, we're going.
They first come out from the resurrection cave, I think. That's where it was, I think. So this is actually the
Hey, in case anybody's wondering too, because we obviously just went through Mr. Anuma's section. The first time you pick something up, it stops and tells you what it is, but thereafter, if you pick up the same item, you're not going to get interrupted with sort of that little text bubble telling you what it is. You just pick it up and just keep rolling.
Okay. So my destination is actually behind me, but I'm going to try to go around this cave and do some climbing and jumping. I love doing that.
It's so interesting how with this game, so much of it is being able to take your adventure into your own hands, do whatever you want to do, go where you want to go, and starting the game, one of the first things you can do is just run yourself.
Dive off the cliff. Yeah, I totally did that.
Yeah, I found I've made many entertaining mistakes as I've been exploring, and I've got a little maybe over enthusiastic.
But I mean, somebody could have, instead of going down that path as the game sort of gently guides you to do, somebody could have just taken a left out of that cave and come right up here if they wanted.
Yep.
And then they'd get in
You
trouble.
decided what to do. Oh, wait.
Oh,
I
Chico, come
noticed it. Oh, really? I missed him.
on. Chico, it should be noted for those of you guys who are watching, Chico likes to shoot everything that moves, but you don't have to do that. Of course, obviously, you can survive and play this entire game without hunting innocent animals like Chico. Well, no, and bad animals. Bad
I'm
animals.
an animal lover, so.
Girls gotta eat.
And that's something that folks probably noticed during the Armina segment, that this area is really taken over by bokoblins, so you have to be really careful as you're running around these hills. Like there are all these little encampments that you can run across, and depending on which direction you come at them to, you could be climbing from the other way, crest that hill, and suddenly you're smack in the middle of this camp.
These guys have a really sweet camp. Look at the view from that camp. That is where I would camp.
And they have meat. I want meat.
Nice roll.
So much for their peaceful
Oh, you missed
it. Got their attention though.
Wait.
it. That's all right. They're stupid.
You're not.
They might just
They're like, that was just an exploding grasshopper. Yeah, you just went over there and blew up. Nice roll.
maybe not. I think there's a really
you got a good.
taking it.
Oh man, Chico's taking it in her own hands.
Wait.
That's all right. They're stupid.
I wanted to get them before they get that weapon.
Oh, he went over the side. Chico, come on. These dudes are chilling. They're like, we got our permit, we got our giant hunk of meat, we're gonna have a little camp.
You're looking forward to such a good team.
No, they're bad. They're bad.
Look at this giant meat.
Yeah, you gotta grab that.
Yes, it looks so delicious.
Oh, seared. Well, would have been a good meal for him. These dudes are chilling.
I will enjoy it for them.
Finders keepers. They're no longer here, so it's all Chico's.
And now you're gonna burn their stuff. That's good. You got sort of a.
Make sure.
It's so delicious.
You
Oh,
can
yeah,
put fire on that.
Oh, there might be something in there.
Maybe. I should wait. I will enjoy it for them.
When we saw the that rolling issue we were having over that crest there, but
No.
you really have to take physics into account whenever you're doing anything in this game.
Look at that. There's something more.
Oh yeah, go down there.
It's going to have a really real effect on what's going on.
Oh, there might be something in there.
Maybe. I should wait. I will enjoy it.
Stuff everywhere. So this is ore. You can of course whale on this. You can also blow it up. Various minerals and other things.
Yeah. I see.
You gotta save that axe. It's like you might need that. Maybe a square bomb.
Wait, I have to change it. Okay. So there are two different types of
Stuff everywhere. So this is ore. You can of course whale on this. You can also blow it up.
remote bomb in this one,
And other things.
and the square one is much easier to just keep it in place. Oops.
Maybe a square
And
bomb.
the spheres, unfortunately, were all
Whoa.
the shadows.
Big old cloud just went overhead.
Actually, can we look up for a second? I just want to see if that cloud's...
Yeah, hold on.
It might have been a zeppelin. I'm just kidding. There's no zeppelins in this game.
In this one, and
This is weather, I think.
Just keep
that's
it in
good.
place.
I was a little worried a storm was rolling in and everything was going to start getting all slippery.
There's another camp over there. So one of the different things about this game is that many of the bokoblins actually live in the camp instead of just scattering
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, that's true. You'll run into some monsters that are just sort of wandering the environment, but they actually have their own little communities. They'll gather in camps and
Just having fun. So
chilling.
one comforting thing about this
Making
game
their
is
their
the
evil
giant
plots.
bokoblins.
And like Chico's showing right here, right now, is that you have all this environment to explore and at your own pace, and you can just climb everything and just try to investigate in different ways and take different paths. It's not linear or anything. You just choose your own adventure.
There's so much hidden goodness to find.
Right?
So if that cliff had been higher, like her stamina wheel basically, it allowed her to get that high. But like if that had been a higher cliff, you probably would have had to find another
Yeah,
place.
so I kind of have to know like what's my limit before I start climbing up.
in different ways and take different paths.
Getting
It's
into
not
some
linear,
serious
right?
elevation here.
Choose your own
I
adventure.
love this about the game. It feels like look around for just 1 second, Chico. I love how the natural progression of the environment sort of looks like you would expect, sort of as you go up into like sort of mountain meadows and stuff like that. You expect the trees to change. You know, you'd expect some more like sort of wild meadows, and then as you get into an area with snow, it's like the transitions feel really like a natural world to me.
Looking in that other direction, there's a very ominous direction on the horizon.
Let's not go there today.
Yeah.
Stay
Try to
here.
stay on the plateau.
There's no goblins.
I couldn't take that.
Some more sort of wild meadows. I don't know if we're going to be able to stop Chico from just sort of going and attacking everything she sees. That's all right. No, it's good.
In that other direction, there's a very ominous.
Especially because it illustrates that you really can approach this 1,000 different ways. I mean, the last one you sort of sent in some bombs to introduce yourself to him, but didn't have to.
Oh, he's used
Sentry. I don't know if we're going to be able to stop you. He doesn't see you. Sort of.
It actually
No, he
did.
definitely doesn't see you now.
The enemy AI is really interesting because depending on what you're fighting,
Especially because it illustrates
Did they notice me?
these guys behave a certain way. Different enemies will behave more aggressively or more cautiously. But I think we noticed in the earlier section there with that first camp where they actually hadn't picked up their weapons yet. So
fire.
being able to get involved before they grab their weapons, it might have been easier, but then they have a chance to grab their gear, or actually grab each other's gear.
Yeah, if you sneak in and grab their weapons, they basically sit there and try to pick up dirt.
Oh yeah, that's a lot that you won't. They're just like, come on.
Yeah, stay away from me. Or you can, Chico just used an axe there, which you can actually use to knock shields out of enemy hands. The heavier weapons can knock out shields. Then picked up his weapons, and now it's like, what is this dude going to do? It's not going to do anything.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, check him out. I think that was dirt. That might have been some dirt.
Let's call it dirt.
Yeah, I think it's
Seems
going to
safe.
shield out of enemy hands. The heavier weapons.
Oh, there's a straggler
Better
there.
than something more
Picked up
unpleasant.
his weapons. Now it's like, what is this dude going to do? It's not gonna do
And it's actually interesting too that right now we're fighting during a fairly nice sunny clear day, but how this would go and also how the goblins would behave might be very different if we came back here at night or if we came here during different weather.
That's right. A lot of enemies sleep at night. You can sneak in, steal all their stuff. You could sneak out afterwards too if you want, but in general, I'm sure Chico wouldn't do that. She would leave no sleeping enemies alive. And so what happened right there, obviously, is Chico cleared the entire area out. And this particular camp had a chest that was locked and was tied to the enemies around it. So when you defeat them, nice. That's an upgrade. Sneak
But
out.
essentially, you can interact with everything in this environment. Like, there's steel boxes on the screen right now. Just Chico can't really interact with them, but later on in the later segments, we'll talk about like how you can open it.
Oh, that terrain over there is so cool.
Yeah, it looks sort of like desert buttes.
With everything.
Not going there today. We are staying on the plateau.
Yeah. But there's this suspicious
This
rock
environment, like
or
there's steel
stone
boxes on the screen right now.
pillar, so of course I'm going to try to climb up on that thing. Oh, and there's another
Later
treehouse.
segments, we'll talk about like how
Oh,
These
wow.
guys have really built it up. They got a nice place.
Yeah, no, that actually is really nice. They got the deluxe camp.
Yeah, it's a better one.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm
They
not
got
sure
like
Chico's
they got.
gonna let that one stand or not.
You can burn that entire camp down. Chico,
I don't know. Maybe.
come in like an avenging
Maybe.
fury.
I need to take them out first.
Are you gonna make it out
I
there?
will.
Alright.
Nate, have some
you got
faith.
enough stamina.
She's gonna get it. Yeah, she's gonna.
I've actually found that's one of the things that's been really fun about all of us being able to play at work and the different experiences that we've had in the game, and really just comparing notes about how different the experience can be, where certain people are really focused on just rampant destruction and waging a one-man war against the goblins. Other folks are focusing more on hunting or exploring, and depending on how you choose to focus your adventure, it's so different.
Yeah.
And just talking to people, like I can talk to any other person in the office, and we've had a completely different experience with the game.
Yeah, totally. So Chico, with just while we were talking about that, Chico basically scouted this camp with her Sheikah slate, and you can see that actually by identifying the individual enemies, you can see how strong they are. And yeah, it looks like there's a.
And depending on how you choose to focus your adventure, it's so different.
Yeah, serious one back there.
Yeah.
I don't think you may not be geared up to do
Nah,
that.
not right now.
Give it a pass.
So yeah, I should.
Let's go. So let's go to the peak.
Yeah.
You can also see that she's got, once she marked that spot on her map, you can see it down on the mini map. So even if it's not specifically in the little radius of your immediate map, you'll at least have a beacon to go.
Oh, actually, since those guys will probably be fun to fight maybe later if we have time, would it be worth marking them on the map so we can keep track of where they are?
First, she's got to get geared up. Chico is very cold right now.
It's always so sad to see Link like animationally freezing.
Yeah, but before I go, I definitely want to map that thing. I think it was on this side.
Yeah, that's it right there.
So I'm going to use the
Skull.
skull.
Go skull.
Okay.
There you go.
So
To
now
be killed later.
that's death.
You don't want to go there.
First, she's got to get cleared out.
You have to better. Yep.
So what Chico just did, obviously, was she went into a colder zone. You can see from the temperature gauge there that she went somewhere that was beyond sort of her current clothing, and you're going to lose health if you don't gear up or otherwise warm yourself. Clothing's only one way you can do it, but for the purposes of this demo, she put on a nice little tunic. Little,
Caesar, want me to focus on traveling?
so what Chico just Why don't you take a dip in that lake? You ever do that?
Huh?
Polar bear clubs, come on.
Refreshing, I guess.
No polar bear clubs.
When you play, you can do it.
You're going to lose health. Those look like shoes. Otherwise, warm yourself. What is that stuff?
Oh, you're right.
Lot of stuff in this game. I don't even know what that stuff does. I've been playing this game forever. Have you ever made anything out of jelly? It's got to be able to make something. Come on.
When you play, you can do it.
So we kind of touched on it, but maybe we could talk about how with this game, like the weather changes and it actually affects like the gameplay itself.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, I mean, among other things, it makes it so that nobody's going to have the same experience in this particular area. I mean, if you come into an area when it's at night and raining, it may be a totally different experience than when you come in there broad daylight. The enemies will be behaving differently. The terrain behaves differently. I mean, sudden downpours can put out campfires and stuff like that. So it really is dynamic, and that's in the truest sense of the word. It's dynamic in the sense that the time of day could affect how you approach a particular mountain. It gets colder at higher elevations at night than it does during the day, so even that will affect how you explore.
It's interesting how rain affects climbing, because if it's slippery, it's just a lot harder to climb, so you're not going to be able to hit things, and every once in a while you're going to hit a point where maybe you just have to wait for the weather to pass.
Yep, totally. Which I never do. I'm going somewhere else. There's always something else to do around the corner. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait for this weather to pass.
It just adds to the puzzle and the strategy of like where should I go next? So maybe I should come here later and just mark it and just go explore elsewhere.
I'm impressed that you're going around paths. See me, I'm like straight line. I climb over absolutely everything in my path unless I don't have the stamina to do it.
I don't think Chico's following a straight path though.
She was sticking a little bit to it.
Just will get to it, you know?
I find these moments when you're cresting
Ooh,
a
sunset.
climb. Oh, I have to really kind of
Yeah.
Just mark it.
Gotta pause and appreciate the sunset. You're going all the way to the peak for the sunset. You're such a romantic.
But it's so pretty.
Everything. Can I make it? Can I make it?
Yeah, you'll make it. Sunset's nice. I'm sticking a little bit to it.
Just will get to it, you know?
I find these moments when you're cresting.
Oh, that's all right. It's still nice.
Really kind of nice. Some really interesting cloud cover moving over there.
Sit back, crack an elixir, you know. You're going all the way to the peak. Enjoy it. You're such a romantic.
Oh, sounds good.
That's nice. So are we at the peak? Oh yeah, we are. Nice little men here there. Wait, no, it says search. You got to grab something. There's something there. All right. God, you need resources.
I just want to see what's around.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is the highest peak on the plateau. But of course, there's more higher stuff outside the plateau,
Yeah,
so you
that's-
guys have to explore it later.
That's crazy to think about, actually.
Yeah.
This seems like it should be the highest point in the entire land, and it's definitely not.
Yeah, it's just everything's so vast that the higher you get, the farther you can see, and it just makes planning so much easier.
It's nice seeing in the distance how
All right. God, you need resources.
I just want to see what's around.
Yeah. This is the
we've
highest
got some illumination marking locations. So there's some certain
higher stuff
sites
outside
that are really going to catch your eye as you look over the horizon.
I know. I'm so distracted by all this stuff now. I want to mark all those shrines. Go to those.
To-do list.
So I just saw a waterfall over there, so I'm going to try to go.
Yeah, it's just everything's so vast that
You're giving me vertigo.
higher you get, the farther you can
Yeah,
see,
this is
and
something that I don't think we even have on the demo on the floor. So folks who are here aren't going to get to play with this. It's only folks who are watching the stream that get to.
It becomes
Hopefully watch us not fly into the water.
Stalfos.
Illumination marking locations.
Is hid.
So there's
Oh,
some
nice
certain
shot.
Yeah, got his
Sites
weapon
that are really
too.
going to catch your eye.
Haha.
Oh, grab it. Oh. Oh, that's all right. We can use that for something.
Yeah.
Make a necklace.
I don't know. I might do that.
I don't think we could do that. Can we do that? That's gross. Necklace of
Wait.
teeth?
Is it high enough? Am I high enough?
Yeah,
I
totally.
like this
Gives me
snowboarding.
vertigo. That's right.
You can hear me.
I know, that's right, that's
Oh
right.
wow! Actually, take a look at the moon over there. It's come out.
Oh, yeah.
It becomes
Watch us not Yeah, I have to go up.
Wow, yeah, you're
My
right.
bunny hill first. Ah, oh no.
Oh, nice.
I came with a buddy.
Oh, you are a dead shot, Chico.
Seriously.
See,
you're
I
really
normally just
good.
wait in there with a sword, but you're actually smart to do that because if you fight stealth foes at night with a sword, you generally knock their heads off, but then the head survives and goes and tries to find its body and put
And
it
they,
back together.
they can swap their heads too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And actually, if you take a look at them afterwards, sometimes their limbs will still be moving after you defeat them.
Oh, that's right. So
That was so cool. It's my favorite feature of them all.
Yeah, I can actually go snowboarding here.
climb a high hill. Oh, nice.
Oh, I see.
Ice skis.
I was wondering if you could take that jump, actually. If we start high enough, we just... I'm sorry, what? I was probably
I'm sorry, I was
leaving you
remembering
to
this bad.
probably
Your
go.
keys. If you fight stealth. I know. It's
It's a monster. Okay.
Oh, calling out my friend.
So this is
So that little move that Chico just did, riding on her shield surfing, I think we're calling it, that does degrade your shield, so it's not like you could do that forever. Well, I mean, you can, you just have to go get more shields, but you can't ride on that thing forever and expect it not to take damage.
yeah.
You might
Just
need
like
it, you know.
weapons, yeah, they do break.
Yeah, exactly. With all your weapons and your gear, they have also their own stats. So the more you use them, the more you wear them.
So you want to save your favorite for special
Get that.
occasions.
Yeah. The cool thing that I actually found out is that if you're shield surfing, you can do other things at the same time, like shoot an arrow. So that just invites more exploration and people to just keep trying stuff. So it's super cool.
Yeah, I got fire arrow now. That's a cool
So I
stuff.
know during the video we showed right at the beginning of the day, we showed like swimming, but I can't remember here. So what
Look at this.
Hang on a second. Chico wants to blow a tree up.
So they have also their own stats. So the more you use them, the more you wear them. More things on fire.
Oops, I was super.
I think you can leave the tree be. Come on. You are such a force of destruction.
I think we just found out that
Trying
It
out
might
my
be an
new
evil tree.
stuff.
Okay.
So
I think Chico's a pirate. Just invites more
Yeah, Chico likes
I
playing.
just got
She likes it in the
fire
office,
arrow,
too.
and I just wanted to try it out. Leave me alone. Okay, so there's a waterfall. So usually when there's a waterfall, you know
Zelda 1.
something's gonna be there.
The first Zelda has taught us this. Check waterfalls.
Super cold.
Yep. I'm just gonna try not to go too far.
Oh,
Nice
Nice save.
save.
Okay.
Yeah, but hopefully people when they're playing the demo here, hopefully don't go jumping off cliffs thinking they can activate
They,
the paragliding.
this is just for the Treehouse Live. Look at this.
There we go.
nice.
Nice detour.
Haha. And then it's 14.
This is actually a really good trove. So, I mean, we were talking about that earlier. There's little stuff everywhere. So, I mean, you might look behind it in a little nook and cranny that looks suspicious, and sometimes you might find an awesome trove like this that has tons of treasure chests, but sometimes you might find some apples or some acorns or something like that. But all of those things have value. Like, there's never a time when you're sort of looking around and see something suspicious and you're like, oh, why did I come into this corner? There's just stuff everywhere, and it's all useful. I don't think we're talking about all about it in this segment, but we'll probably go into some of the details of how you use ingredients and stuff later on.
It's funny, honestly, sometimes in the middle of a hard battle, an apple is the most valuable treasure we've got. He's like, 1 second, I have to eat this. Give me a second.
There's little stuff. More fire arrows. That's the last thing we need to give Chico.
Oh god, you're right.
You may be geared up to.
Speaking of, yeah, fire arrow, maybe I can go back to the treehouse and burn it. I don't know. What do you think?
Wait, are you talking about the real treehouse?
Yeah, not our actual
No,
treehouse.
not treehouse.
Okay.
See something suspicious. We got time.
The goblins might be in for a bad day.
I'm wasting it. Oh,
Those are
I'm not wasting it
little
anymore.
guys.
That did look really cool, though.
That's probably the right weapon to use if you really want to damage an enemy that's made out of ice. I would imagine fire
Oh,
arrows
yeah.
are probably the thing to do.
But if you use them all here, we can't go burn stuff later.
That's right. That's how Chico has to manage her resources. Do you really want to burn this thing?
Yeah, fire arrow. Maybe I can go back to the treehouse and burn it.
Yeah, that's.
Look at that.
Hey, wait, double check your map. I actually. Oh yeah, no. I was trying to remember where you stuck that skull. Oh yeah, it's on that side. So yeah, we did. I think you were starting to say this earlier, Sam, that you can. We saw Link jumping in the water earlier. That was much more temperate water.
Yeah.
This is a frozen mountain lake. You're gonna die.
I am not dying.
Get that
I am
apple.
not.
For the steak. You took the cheese.
Oh God. That was right. That's how Chico has to manage her resources. Do you really want to burn this thing? Oh.
It's only death
Man.
and destruction
Why
when
don't
it
you-
comes to Chico.
Oh, wow, you got double check your map. Got block leaf out of it. That's good. I was trying to remember where you started. That shows.
I will say I love playing with Chico. I actually watched her shoot a butterfly with an arrow once.
We saw.
Really?
Yeah,
That really
I didn't know
shouldn't
you
be.
could do that, but she can pull that off.
There,
Shouldn't be allowed to
so
see
I
that.
had to try it.
That's impressive.
He told me he can do it, so I had to try and make sure I can do it too.
Your little explosive demonstration back there, though, we should call out that, obviously that tree fell down because it was in a destruction zone. You see trees, I mean, you can damage them. I think when people saw the trailer and there was that sort of sequence of Link knocking a tree to cross a chasm, it's not like that's the only tree that you can chop down. It's like you basically chop down anything you see. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's back, he's got his head.
Get his arm.
I will.
Actually, let's see if we can take a closer look at one of the arms what's there.
Oh,
Yeah, there's one in front of me there.
Creeping.
he's putting.
I didn't know you could do that, but
Chico, what I want you to do is take his arm and then beat him with it.
it's right. Oh, there, grab that one. Oh, wait. He took it.
No.
Your little
grab it.
explosive
Yes.
demonstration.
Nice.
This is so gross.
So I have to. I already have enough
Maybe did you close
weapons. So yeah.
You see trees, I mean, you can damage.
The arm is way
I'll
more.
pick up the same
wait.
problem. There was that sort of
Oh, he's got
sequence
it back,
of
I think. He's putting it back on.
Sorry.
You were getting outwitted by things that they have no brains.
Fine. Are you saying I
There it is.
don't have?
But I have a rudimentary intelligence. Get his arm.
Actually, let's see if we can take a closer look at one of the arms. Nice.
There you
got
go.
it.
Did I take it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
you got it.
So we gotta equip that for a second, I think, just to show it off, because it's so creepy.
It's really creepy.
Yeah, get him with it. Teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
There you go.
You see his own arm.
That guy too. That's right.
It really is fun experimenting with things we
Look at that,
maybe
it's
don't
still
think
moving
of as
on the
weapons,
ground,
but
too.
they
Yep.
do the job.
Yeah, I mean, we already showed it obviously in Mr. Anima's segment, but going out of that cave and instead of being handed a sword by an old man, getting a crappy tree branch to sit right there on the ground.
It's neat.
Oh.
That arm is pretty creepy when it's sheathed too, because it's still like clawing
know.
at the back of Link and it's like grabbing
That
at
was
him.
good. It's intimidating. If I saw that dude, I wouldn't fight him. He's got like a moving severed arm on his back. Teach him a lesson.
So we've got a little bit of time left. We'll see if we can check out that tree fort before we wrap up.
Chico's gonna mount an assault. I'm psyched to see this. And then she's gonna ride the waterfall. Yeah.
No.
I'm just kidding. We already showed it, obviously, in Mr. Anima's
You have to try that once. It's
going out.
dramatic.
Instead of being, there's no way they have the range over here. You can just bomb them.
I like the word epic. I thought it was an epic ending.
Wait. I have to go. Oh, it's almost
Creepy when it's sheathed.
That's right. Got a spare bow. That bow is better anyways. They got better tech than you. Oh, they have no idea. If I saw that dude, I wouldn't fight him. He's got like a moving severed arm on his back. Teach him a lesson.
So we've got a little bit of time left. We'll see if we can check out that tree fort before we wrap up.
Chico's gonna mount an assault. I'm psyched to see this. And then she's gonna ride the waterfall. Yeah.
No.
I'm just kidding. We already showed it, obviously, in Mr. Anima's
You have to try that once. It's
going out.
dramatic.
Instead of being, there's no way they have the range over here. You can just bomb them.
I like the word epic. I thought it was an epic ending.
I have to go. Oh, it's almost
Creepy when it's sheathed.
That's right. Got a spare bow. That bow is better anyways. They got better tech than you. Oh, they have no idea. If I saw that dude, I wouldn't fight him. He's got like a moving severed arm on his back. Teach him a lesson.
So we've got a little bit of time left. We'll see if we can check out that tree fort before we wrap up.
Chico's gonna mount an assault. I'm psyched to see this. And then she's gonna ride the waterfall. Yeah.
No.
I'm just kidding. We already showed it, obviously, in Mr. Anima's
You have to try that once. It's
going out.
dramatic.
Instead of being, there's no way they have the range over here. You can just bomb them.
I like the word epic. I thought it was an epic ending.
I have to go. Oh, it's almost
Creepy when it's sheathed.
That's right. Got a spare bow. That bow is better anyways. They got better tech than you. Oh, they have no idea. If I saw that dude, I wouldn't fight him. He's got like a moving severed arm on his back. Teach him a lesson.
So we've got a little Hey folks, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam, joined by my colleagues Audrey and Teresa. And I know over the last couple segments, folks have seen some really interesting locations from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, kind of off in the distance. But in this segment, Audrey, you're actually going to take us into a couple of the shrines that
we're going to get up close and personal with some shrines. Awesome. You're right. So first, I'm starting up here on Resurrection Tower, and it's really tall. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really tall. But that's great because it gives me a good vantage point for the entire Great Plateau, which is pretty, but that's not what we're here to look at. We're here to get some shrines. So while I'm up here, I'm going to actually pull out my Sheikah Slate and my scope and try and place some pins so I know exactly where I'm going to go. This is going to be super handy because this is just the starting area, but it's huge. And I tend to wander. I'm a known wanderer, so I need these pins to kind of help get me back on track whenever I go after some bokoblins that I probably shouldn't have.
I wonder if we could pop into the map for a second and just show folks exactly what the distance is between these two shrines.
Yeah, so those two shrines, I'm up here, so I made them look pretty close together, but they're actually pretty far apart. So those pins are going to come in handy. There's my first shrine, and I'm not supposed to have this yet, but I do. I'm going to soar to the ground and head off to my first shrine.
So satisfying to use
so
the paraglider.
satisfying. I'm going to try and not run out of stamina. That would be kind of bad. Let's do this, Link. We're ready. Come on. I can make it. Almost. Okay, that's pretty close, though.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Now, we're going to go and see what this shrine is all about.
So I wonder, can we chat a little bit more about what the significance of the shrines is as far as why folks would want to hunt these out?
That's right. So I don't want to give too much away, but basically, if you beat the challenges in the first 4 shrines, you'll get something, which we'll see when we get in at the end of this shrine, and you can exchange that for the paraglider, which I already have because I just wanted to play around with it. But
highly worthwhile.
Normally you're going to have to actually go through the trials to get it. And in the game at large, again, I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone, but it plays a larger part in the other game, in the full game. Now we're finally entering the shrine. I used my Sheikah Slate. It verified that I am the hero, so I'm going to be able to get inside here.
And worth mentioning, too, you just mentioned 4 shrines that have a special significance, but there are actually over 100 shrines in this world. There are loads of them to find and loads more goodies to uncover,
so many
too.
shrines, and just dungeons, and there's just a lot to do in this game. We're just going to take a look at the first couple here, but there's a lot.
It's interesting, actually, thinking about how people might approach playing this game when they first head out in the plateau, depending on which direction they head, what they end up doing. These might not be the first 2 that folks run into when they're playing the game, but these are definitely 2 that give you a really nice introduction to what the shrines are all about.
It's just like you said, we're calling them the first 2 shrines. That's because they're the first 2 you probably should go to, but this game is really all about freedom and exploration. You can do anything pretty much in any order that you want, but
actually, can we take a look kind of like up and around, because it's such a cool
this is a
space.
really cool looking place.
It is really pretty.
All kinds of shiny lights.
Actually, the entry to our booth looks just like this.
Oh,
and
the
it's so
booth is
cool
gorgeous.
to see it recreated.
It's really cool what they did with the constellation motif.
Looks like some metal slabs on the floor that I can't do anything with just yet, but anybody who's been playing Zelda knows if you see something that looks like you should be able to interact with it yet, but you can't, you wait. You just wait. Now, what I just did is I found this little platform here, and I put my Sheikah Slate in it, and that's going to actually update my Sheikah Slate with a brand new rune ability. Rune abilities allow Link to do all kinds of different cool things, not just in shrines, not just in dungeons, but all around the world. You can solve puzzles, you can find treasure chests, you can do all kinds of things. This one here we just got is the Magnesis rune, and just like it probably sounds, it's going to let us actually have a magnet-like ability. We're going to be able to pick up and interact with metal objects. So we're going to have some fun with this.
I gotta say, after seeing this, updating my devices feels kind of lackluster, honestly. Agreeing to a terms of service agreement just doesn't have the same flair as that.
Why don't you let me do stuff?
It's like the Sheikah Slate allowed you to entry into here. Now you got all these special powers on it too. It's like the multi-passes of multi-passes.
Yeah,
So-
I want to be able to put my phone down and just have this magic Sheikah update process happen?
As you can see here, I've activated the ability using L, and I can kind of see the things that highlight as yellow. Those are things that I can interact with. So those big metal slates that I couldn't do anything with, boom, now I'm just throwing them around like they're nothing. The power. Link is drunk with power. Or maybe that's just me. So I got those out of the way. Now, boom, I can actually enter the shrine and see what's going on. Yes. Let's see what kind of mayhem we can do with this. And this is just, again, we've already looked around, but this is a really cool looking shrine. It's just really, really particular. Oh, and see, I can't get past this big wall of stones, but luckily one of them is made of metal, so it stands no chance against me and my Magnesis rune.
So, can you talk a bit more about how it is that you're controlling this power?
So I'm using, like I said, I activated the ability with L, and I can actually use the control stick to move the thing that I've grabbed around. And I'm gonna use this metal block to block this guy's attack. This guy's actually really powerful. He could do some real damage to me.
Ooh,
and so I can actually, oh no, I need you. I'm not done with you. I'm gonna push you in the water. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? I'm gonna drop that on your face. That's what I think of him.
It's
Ooh,
interesting
and he dropped some goodies.
It's interesting that that's one way you could deal with that enemy, but other players might find different ways too. It's really interesting to see how you tackle the different puzzles.
And that's what this game is all about. The way I play is not the way that anybody else that I've seen play is going to play, really. It's just all about choice and freedom. So, again, we've walked across this metal slate here, but that's not going to help me get across this big, big gap. So, we're going to have to use our puzzle-solving abilities. And again, I'm going to lift up this metal slate and create a little bridge for myself. Oh. And look at that. That's a shiny, shiny treasure chest. We're not just going to pass that by.
Oh,
no,
nice.
no. Come to me, treasure. Come to me.
You honestly could have even grabbed that and then used that to shove that poor enemy over.
You can just cause all kinds of mayhem with the Magnesis rune. It's pretty great. Yay, got a bow.
And actually, one thing that folks might have been wondering when we solved that puzzle to get across that gap is maybe why we didn't just climb that wall. Why is that a problem for us? But the structure of the shrines makes climbing around a little tricky.
Oh my god, this buffering is getting on my nerves today, okay? What the hell's going on?
Open, stay open. Don't make me get mad. Okay, so we finally made it to the end of this dungeon, and look, it's a mysterious dude. Let's talk to him. Let's see what he's got to say. And you may have noticed there was a mysterious voice speaking to us at the beginning of the shrine. That was him. He set up this trial, and he's been watching me cause mayhem with this rune this whole time. So
he just saw you steal his treasure.
He did. He's
Hopefully
okay
he's
with
cool
it, though.
about.
Yeah.
He just raided his home, like opened everything, destroyed everything.
Broke his pet robot thing.
Yeah, right?
So
Where's the guardian?
sorry. He's just been waiting for someone to cause mayhem. It's so lonely in here.
Although, to be fair, he looks like he's been waiting a really long time.
A very long time.
Probably any
Skin
entertainment
is-
at that point is worth
He looks
it.
gorgeous, though. He clearly moisturizes. Let's be real. But now he's telling me that he's the one who set up this trial, basically, and to reward me for solving it, not only do I get this cool Magnesis rune, he's actually going to give me a Spirit Orb. The Spirit Orb, if I collect 4 of them, it's what I can exchange to the old man for the paraglider, which I already have, bwahaha. But, as I said, you collect them throughout the game from all of the other shrines, and they serve a different purpose in the full game. So, Kaylee.
Link looked a little
It'll be
bit
cool.
untrustworthy. He's like, what is this?
It's
I'm
not
so
every day.
sure.
Not every day you have a Spirit Orb absorbed into you.
Seriously, I'm impressed with how this guy has this pose mastered. He's seriously dedicated in his yoga stance.
He's very, very flexible.
I think the work that the developers did to really build the atmosphere in the shrines is amazing. There's just such a, especially when you go into them, you kind of feel it.
Oh yeah, it feels very mystical and very magical.
And now we get to
You
go
never know what's
outside
gonna
and
happen.
cause some mayhem with the Magnesis rune.
You know me so well, Sam.
Well, now we've got it. We should try it out. See what it's all about.
It would be a disservice to the Magnesis room to not cause intense mayhem to everyone who crosses our path.
Seems
So
fair.
let's do just that. All right, so now I've exited the shrine, but I'm a new Link. I've got new abilities.
So these boxes actually look really similar to a segment that Chico just did, and before she couldn't open it, but Audrey's actually has the skill now to check out what's inside.
Yeah, and I can see all these different things that I can interact with in the world. As we've mentioned earlier, these abilities are not just for shrines, they are for the whole game. Shrines, dungeons, the world at large. Treasure. They are for treasure. So I fished out one treasure chest. I'm just going treasure fishing, you know, doing what I do. Oh, yeah.
I like this type of fishing.
Ooh, it's the best type of fishing, really. It
It's so
really
interesting
is.
thinking earlier on you might have walked by this little patch of water and really thought nothing of it. And it's only when you have this room and you activate it and you actually take a look down the bottom that you realize there's stuff hidden all over.
It's a whole new way to look at the world.
Yep.
And now, you're not treasure. Get out of my face. I don't need you.
Oh,
I was cruel. I'm sorry.
and it's actually interesting. It looks really decorative, like it was maybe a piece of architecture at one point.
It's pretty. I was harsh on it.
I love the art style in this game. It's kind of watercolory, but there's all this intricate detail as well. It's just so gorgeous.
It's really, really beautiful, and everything is so alive. So, I should probably head on to the next shrine, but first, I'm gonna grab a toy. I could grab one of these boxes, but I have a little friend here.
Oh, actually, should we open up the boxes?
Ooh,
Maybe see if there's anything we can.
That's a good point. Okay, you've convinced me. Whatcha?
Smashy smash. Bad that we weren't able to show this off during that earlier segment because there was one just
Now
right
we
there.
actually get to show the skill. It's really cool.
You're
So
right.
again, it's like anything in the environment is interactable, and it's just so much fun, and it's so gratifying to just explore every nook and cranny and just try everything.
And break junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it's really interesting comparing notes with people. And there's so many times you're like, oh, you found this thing? And they're like, what thing? You're like, oh. Now we got to talk about what we found in the weird little nooks and crannies of the world, because it's so easy to miss things. But then hopefully somebody else will hook you up with the information about where to go.
Everyone's gonna play a little differently, but hello, old friend. This is my good friend Boldy.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use
looks
good old
dangerous.
Boldy.
I think I know where this is going.
Oh yes, we're gonna cause some mayhem. Luckily, as you can see, I told you I have a tendency to wander, and good thing I have that pin on this map, because otherwise I would just run around killing things and breaking things for all eternity. But I kind of have a kingdom to save, so that maybe is not the best idea. So instead, I'm gonna grab Boldy here. Oh, hello, friends. I'm gonna go say hi to my friends over there.
They look like they're having a nice, peaceful conversation
Buddies.
down there.
Oh, y'all are so peaceful and cute. Wow. Now you're dead.
Oh no!
I deserved that. That's the worst part. You know
they
what?
save you.
Oh, you know, maybe I'm just gonna use my weapon. you let me
works
down,
too.
Boldy. It's over between us.
And so the adventures end.
It's over.
Between Link and Boldy. So sad.
Just gotta go on my way, Boldy. You go your way.
It's interesting though, thinking of how you make this game your own. If you wanted to, you really could carry that boulder with you on all of your adventures. It could be a beautiful buddy comedy.
Boulder and me.
But I mean, if that's how you want to play, that's how you get to play.
That might be how I play the game. We'll see. Ooh, hello guys.
Oh, here's a lot of
Should I mess
firepower.
with them?
I mean, we're here.
Oh, okay, we are here. Okay, maybe I'll go steal. No, I have a mission. I have a mission, darn it. I'm gonna go towards it. See, there's so many ways to distract yourself in this game. Things to collect, things to kill. I feel really bad about harping on bokoblins, but they just happen to be the enemy in the Great Plateau area, so they get a lot of my anger. But it's nothing personal.
I feel
I'm
like
sure
we're
they're
gonna
fine
have-
fellows.
We might be receiving letters from the Save the Bokoblin group or something after
It's
this.
true.
because-
I'm sorry, I promised to mess with a whole bunch of other different kinds of enemies.
Yeah, there are so
Later in the
many.
game.
Equal opportunity.
Yes.
Well, there are so many other enemies and monsters to find. We just happen to be in Bokoblin heavy territory, but
Yes. It's not just the goblins that you get to.
we can leave them alone for a little bit.
Yes.
Give them a bit of a break.
Alright, so now I've made my way to the second shrine, and I'm in kind of this big labyrinth, and as you can see, there are a lot of suspicious looking rocks around. Oh,
Oh, hello.
hello. Hello there. All right, now one of them has come alive. And I will tell you, yes,
That's not a good light.
experience, that guy is really powerful. And he will make me have a bad day if I let him. So I'm gonna have this tasty snack that I cooked up earlier. And what that's gonna do is give me a few extra hearts. So one of the great things about this game is that there are numerous ways to go about everything. I tend to go for the stupidest way possible.
It's not stupid.
Solve everything.
It's challenging.
It's what I do.
You're not a gamer if you don't try to make it difficult on yourself.
Okay, it's okay. Now I'm trying to
missed you
use
by
this
a
guy's
hair.
firepower to break the boulder here. And without killing myself, which is actually... Oh, I need food.
It did hit
I'm
the
so
wall,
hungry
though.
suddenly.
I think the rocks are gone.
The rocks are gone. It's okay.
And everything's on fire.
I'm not scared. I'm just hurrying. I'm in a hurry. So, the, shall we say, well, the smarter way to do that would have been to sneak around and climb up that wall. That would have been a bit safer, but hey, gotta live life on the edge, right? So let's get safely into the shrine, away from that very angry guardian. A fun thing to note is that there are other guardians like him around who will wake up and give you trouble. You actually can defeat them. The thing about this game is, to some extent, you can set your own difficulty level. So you could actually try and defeat that guy, and maybe you'll be able to, but it's probably a better idea to go get more hearts, get better equipment. But it's really your choice if you want to try and tackle the more difficult enemies or wait until you're better prepared. So it's kind of up to you.
Yeah, I kind of made the mistake when I first started playing of just feeling so like carried by the spirit of adventure that I had my stick and I ran off into the distance, and I ran into those when I was not at all prepared. It didn't go well,
I think we all did that.
I learned a lesson, though.
mistake.
A very valuable life lesson.
Learn from our mistake, people. Okay, we hear another mysterious voice. Dude, we know we're gonna do the thing and get the thing. Don't worry about it.
Because Link wants the thing.
He wants it. He does. So, here's another really cool shrine. And this one is gonna give us the bomb rune. As you might imagine, it lets us blow stuff up. It's gonna be pretty cool.
I like it.
As you've noticed with these first two shrines, they give you they're kind of shorter. They give you a primer on these runes, just give you the basic idea of different ways you can use them to interact with the world. As you progress in the game, it's going to get a lot more complicated, the puzzles you solve and the things you do using these different runes. So enjoy the simplicity of these first shrines, trust me. We've got our bombs. And we've got two different kinds of bombs here. We've got a cubic bomb and a spherical bomb, and we're going to use those for different things. So I pulled out a spherical bomb here, and we're on a flat surface, so it doesn't make much of a difference, but that's actually going to roll. And that's going to open up some possibilities, which we're going to show off in a bit.
It's interesting, just drawing folks' attention to the fact that you were able to detonate that whenever you were ready. So it gives you a lot of control, especially over the spherical bombs, where you're maybe rolling them down a surface and you want to make sure they detonate at just the right moment. You can be really precise about how you're handling the detonations.
That's true.
And there's no limit to the number of bombs you have. You just have that gauge that you just have to wait to refresh, but the bombs are limitless.
Gives you a lot of chance to experiment.
Exactly.
That's very true. And I just got a treasure chest using my handy bomb. Yes, it's so satisfying placing them. Just make sure that you're at a good distance when you detonate it, because you know, fun fact, Link can explode. You probably don't want that.
Yeah, probably not.
So.
Especially after that encounter with the Guardian. That's very similar to the BMOs of past games.
So might be a little low on food now.
Now we're on a moving platform here, and I don't think my spherical bomb's gonna do so well here. So I actually changed to a cubic bomb, and I'm gonna just get out of the way here, probably because I want that to blow up that wall, and I don't want to be anywhere near it when that happens. Boom. The now, you know what, I better eat some food. Link is peckish.
It's interesting looking at the two shrines that we're checking out here. They're fairly puzzle focused, but that's not always going to be the case when you're into shrines. You might find some that are more combat focused, some that are small, some that are much larger as well.
Very true. Now, as you can see around here, we have these things. Let's shoot forward, and I'm going to use this as an opportunity to blow more things up. So I'm going to drop this bomb down there.
I love how this looks like a theme park.
Yes.
So good.
All theme parks should have explosives.
And actually in the distance there we can see
yes.
you're being watched.
Oh yes,
Oh.
I'll be there in a second, dude.
buddy.
I've got stuff to do. So I really love this part. I'm gonna jump up here, and you mentioned theme park. We're about to go for a ride.
Oh. No
prob-
whiplash. Success.
Yes, there are probably better ways to get that treasure chest, but no, there aren't. That's the way to get that treasure chest.
And I can't imagine a way that's more fun really than just getting
Yes. Woo. And I got a really nice bow out of it. That's gonna come in handy later.
So like Sam was talking about earlier, where there's a lot of shrines, and it's really interesting to see like, Anuma-san saying, and Bill said talking about how this was related to the art style was Japanese anime, and the number of shrines that are on here, it's pretty similar to like how many temples there are in Japan. So it's really interesting to see that
I was gonna
comparison.
shoot myself,
But
but
it's definitely cool having all these sacred sites all over the world to find. And I've actually been trying to figure out with all the constellation motif that we see in the shrines here, if you're outside on a really clear night and you look up in the sky, I've been trying to figure out whether or not I can find those same constellations up in the sky, but you get a really beautiful look at the stars if you get a clear night outside.
It's true, it's gorgeous when it changes from day to night and the different weather. So we finally made it to the end here. I'm sorry about blowing up your home. I didn't mean to. I think he understands, though. He's an understanding guy.
He's got that smirk on his face like, I know what you've done.
Back in his day, he would have done the same thing. But we got our second spirit orb.
Oh, we should also talk about like the difference between dungeons and shrines, because they're not one and the same in this game.
That's true.
They're not. Shrines are supplementary to dungeons. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, as Sam mentioned, there are a ton of shrines, like over 100 shrines. There are so many that they're just gonna be a little sprinkling of things to do on your experience. But yes, there are dungeons in the sense that Zelda fans are used to.
Exactly.
All right, we got our spirit orb.
And I've got to
Yes,
ask,
success.
we're close to running out of time, but is there anything you want to try the bombs out in the world before we wrap up?
Oh,
So
yes.
I used myself to blow up that wall, but if I hadn't, I could have actually bombed that wall to have an easy way out.
I wonder if we should try rolling some bombs down some hills.
Ooh,
See how
that's
that goes.
always a good idea.
Or try where Chico didn't succeed at rolling at some bokoblin camps.
You know I'm always game to blow up bokoblin.
Oh.
They're
hi.
scary. No, should I? I should. Yes.
Nice.
I just blew them up. It gave me more joy than it probably should have.
I gotta say, there's something kind of tragic and poignant about these runes. Just imagining
Oh.
how beautiful they would
Did
have
someone
been.
live? That's not okay. It's not okay, is it? Hey, buddy.
He's got a friend.
Let's be friends. Oh, I don't want to be your friend. You're not
Get
very bombable.
Well,
Oh.
as you are wrapping this up, I think that's about all the time we've got. So thank you so much, both of you, for coming by and checking out these shrines with us. Folks who are watching, please stay tuned. In a few minutes, we're going to be coming back with a look at weapons and combat in more detail. So we'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Hey,
Phew. That looked so cool.
it's a good.
Yay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Ed, here with Audrey and Chico, and we're going to be playing some more The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. For this segment, we're going to be focusing on some weapons and combat.
Yep. And before you go to a serious battle, you always want to make sure you have enough stuff. So I'm going to raid this somebody's house right here.
You're gonna steal his stuff. Let's
No,
be
I'm
real.
just borrowing it, okay?
You're gonna return it
Yes,
later.
I will return
Give
them.
it back.
Definitely.
If I don't break them. We'll see. Yes.
So Chico's raiding this place, picking up an axe.
At least I'm
Couple
not
items.
breaking their base, so that's fine.
What are you doing not breaking their base?
Well,
okay, I'm a bad
we're
influence.
breaking the convention of Zelda this time.
That's
so.
true. That's true. Poke and stick. That's good, though. Fire torch.
So I wanted to actually show different one how the axe moves. So this one's heavier, so movement is
Oh, but it's slower.
yep. And then but the attack range is bigger, so it's nice to try out when you're
Oh,
really.
You're hungry
Really?
now.
Yeah.
Need some food.
I definitely
Nom,
need to
nom, nom.
eat. Okay.
Lincoln is at
So-
his best with a full tummy.
Yeah, and then it looks like the axe is not a good one to use for him, so I'm going to switch it to spear, which has better range, and I don't have to worry about this guy attacking me with it.
And so I think what people notice here, Chico, is that that skewer that you ate gave you these temporary hearts, which is sort of a new wrinkle to...
Yeah. I think we're going to talk about it a little bit later, I guess, about the cooking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
we're going to keep that
You
a
can
secret
talk.
for now.
No, it's no secret, but
Come
we can
on,
talk
Ed.
more about it. And maybe people already know that I like the meat, so I'm gonna take it with me.
Are you gonna steal their steak?
Yes.
all.
Or no, they don't. They no longer need it. So I'm
That's
just
true. They were gonna waste it.
Exactly. So put the
Oh.
fire on the torch
Nice.
because I see this suspicious thing over here.
If you see something suspicious, light it on
Always
fire.
burn it.
Always
Yes.
That's what you do. Not in life, just in the game.
Just in the game. I have little kids at home too.
Yes.
so I will not do that. And there's a honeybee.
It seems like a good idea. Shooting some bees.
Yep. Switch it. Are they coming after
Here
me?
they come.
I knew it. Leave me alone. Ha. Bye-bye. No. Seriously. You keep coming at me. Bye-bye.
Preferred weapon against bees, two-handed broadsword.
Yes.
And I can get the honeybee there, and I can
Nice.
use that for cooking later. Or it's awful too.
And get some treasure.
Yeah. So I was just using the two-handed sword now. So even just a sword, there's like a one-handed and a two-handed one. And of course, two-handed one is better, more powerful. However, you won't be able to use the shield, so you can't kind of protect yourself well. Okay. I sacrifice them. I'm gonna make sure I get all the stuff. And the only reason that all those item menu screen comes up is because that was the first time I picked up that specific item. Once I picked up that one again, the second time it's not gonna show up, so
Right.
you don't have to worry about seeing that over and over.
Yeah, you get a nice description once you pick it up, but then you're done. You
Yeah.
can see it in your menu if you want to, but
I actually like seeing that when I find a new item because that way, like, I know what the the damage level is, or what kind of things it is, how can I use it. So that's a good information to know.
yeah.
Okay, looks like there's another bokoblin camp over there.
Yeah, we mentioned this in the last segment. We're picking on the poor bokoblins this time. That's because they're the predominant enemy in this Great Plateau area. There are lots of other enemies to mess with in the world at large, but these guys are gonna get all of it for now.
And then maybe some of you noticed that on the right bottom there's a purple thing. Purple, like a gauge moving. That's a sound gauge. So when I move around, I make noise that moves a lot more. And if I walk around just like this, it makes even bigger movement. Oh, I moved too close.
Ooh, they're suspicious.
No, I don't want you to notice me. So I'm now crouching down, trying to be a little more sneaky. And there's another innocent bokoblins, enjoying their
Well, not
evening.
innocent.
Well, that's
They're
true. They
horrible
will come
people.
after me. So no, they're not people.
They're
not
horrible
people.
things.
Yes, monsters.
Horrible monsters.
This is another way to use a honeybee. They're basically naked, so when they see the bees actually go after them, and they don't like it. So when they see the bees, they actually go after it. Ah, sorry, I'm a little busy right now. Oops. Change it to something else.
Switch it up. The one-handed sword.
Oh no, this guy's.
Oh, you got him though.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Sorry. And the weapons do break, so you want to make sure that you pick up enemy's weapons, so you have enough stash for you to prepare for the next battle. And you can only have limited number of weapons in your slots. So like just now, I'm trying to pick it up, I can't because I already have enough. So that time I have to decide, do I want to keep the one I have or do I want to swap it to the one I just found? So I'm just gonna lose that one and get the another one. And of course, pick up the honeybee.
The cool thing is when you find a new weapon too, you can immediately see what the new stats are. So you can kind of decide on the fly, is this better, is this worse, do I leave it, do I grab it, so.
Okay, and then also at nighttime, daytime and nighttime, the animals and then the enemies you see will be different. So, oh, sunset fireflies.
So,
So let's see if I
dynamic
see
wildlife
different
setting
enemies. Yeah.
based on.
Yeah,
Based
it looks
on time of
different
day.
too from where we were exploring earlier too. Oops. So
Oh.
now there's more.
That's some Stalbokoblin. Yep.
Ah, missed it.
Nice.
Oh.
Headshot.
I like the fact that they're using the rock.
Yeah,
And
he
then
didn't have
the
a
other,
weapon.
see, the other guy is waiting for the other guys to lose his head so he can take it.
They're so crafty. If they don't have a weapon, they'll just dig up a rock to throw at you. Anything to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yes, the Bokoblin arm.
I know, that's your favorite.
This is
isn't
my
it?
favorite.
Audrey's favorite, yeah, yes.
I'm gonna make her equip it at some point. He's a little busy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost his head.
Sorry.
Oh, you can see the hand crawling across the
I
ground.
know. Pick me up, pick me up. Okay, so let me change it to something else. Oh. So I'm using a spear, and then the movement is a little bit different. It kind of,
It's really fast.
Yep. So when the enemy's having spear, it's much better to use that than the sword, of course. Okay. I'm gonna explore and try to see if there's any more enemies.
Now's a good time to equip the arm. I'm just throwing it out there. If you wanted to, just real
Did I pick it
quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Hey, look.
Audrey's favorite.
It's wiggling still.
Look.
I'm sorry, I'm easily amused. And if he puts it on his back, it gets all wiggly
Yeah.
and grabby and yep.
Like trying to,
It's,
take something.
Terrifying.
I don't know.
It's a big fan of Link, Okay, that's
So
all I had to say. I just wanted to see the arm wiggle a little. Go about your business.
So there's another Bokoblin camp. This one looks a little bit different, so I want to kind of show how it looks from the front. If I can sneak up to them.
And again, this is one of those things,
wait.
as people are adventuring, people are exploring,
there's
everyone's
guardians
kind of
over
taking
there.
their own takes on different things. You see this camp, and you could rush right in. There's different ways to do this, and Chico's going to kind of take us around to give us a full survey of the land here. So we're going to get a good look at how things are set up here.
There's more big meat over there too. But
You're gonna take their steak
I
too.
will come to them later. The thing is that they actually go to sleep at nighttime, so right now they're sleeping over there, so they don't even know I'm right here waiting to pick up their meat.
Steal their weapons
Yep,
and their
yep.
food while they're
Yep, yep,
sleeping.
yep.
Devious.
So it looks like a skull-shaped, I don't know, what do you call it? Like house?
Yeah, they've got a skull house.
Skull House.
You know,
yeah.
to each their own. It's okay.
It was a big sitcom in the 80s. Skull House.
And then I don't know if I mentioned it, but did I?
Careful.
Oops.
Well,
I should have done it right. I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hide it so they're not gonna notice.
Mm.
they're
gonna hide.
suspicious,
Incoming
but
They're
Peace.
suspicious.
you can't fool that guy,
Oh,
though.
that's right.
He knows what's up. Yes.
Everybody go to sleep.
Hit him with the
Nothing is
wiggle
happening.
arm.
Nothing is happening. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. La la la.
Yeah. Go do that.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Relax. Nothing to see here.
Okay. So it looks like there's a explosive in there too. Oops, what I'm doing.
So you're gonna let them sleep peacefully, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh.
Let sleeping bokoblins lie.
I made a mistake.
You alerted them, and
Oh, no, it didn't work, didn't it?
Okay, they're suspicious, but they're okay.
Oh, I'm so
they're
bad
gonna
at this right now.
out.
Fine.
Just have to find another way to blow them up. Just get right in there. Oh. I don't know if there were big red barrels, which always means explosions in video
so
games.
I wanted to use the lamp to do that one, but I just had a stage flight. Oh well.
Hey, you got the explosion.
Yeah.
That's what
Again,
counts.
Yeah.
there's multiple ways to solve the puzzles and then
It's true.
defeat enemies. So I just tried that.
Yeah.
I was just doing it. I was intentionally making mistakes.
Thinking on the fly.
Yes.
And now you can steal their treasure.
Yes.
Great.
Oh, see, so I got the new soldier's broadsword, which is 14 instead of 5.
Nice
so
upgrade.
just seeing that screen, they really help what I got. That will help. Oh no, I can't take it, so I have to change. Is it Audrey? Is it okay for me to leave
It's
the
okay. We had our
arm?
fun.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
sorry.
sweet
Audrey
arm.
has been satisfied.
Yes. You can just stay there wiggling
Still
forever.
I love it.
But yeah, the guy you killed was really powerful bokoblin, so he dropped a really powerful sword.
Okay.
10 arrows. Don't sneeze on those arrows. You're gonna need those.
I do. Okay, I'm gonna go get the meat.
Look up at the stars in the sky. It's so
I
pretty.
know, isn't it pretty?
Really
so
pretty
peaceful.
at night. Yeah.
Those bokoblins just having a nice dream. They have no idea what I'm trying to do.
Now they're gonna go into the big sleep. It'll be a natural transition.
So I have a fire arrow and bomb arrow. Which one should I use?
Maybe a bomb arrow.
Bomb? Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Did it? Oh.
yes.
Ah.
Fireworks.
So, some people might really like to just jump into the battle and then try to kill them with, Ah.
Get in there. Nice.
Let's change it to different one. There's the
the
farmer's
pitchfork.
pitchfork.
Yes.
Even pitchfork will be very
Little Hyrule
helpful.
Gothic.
Where's the head? Where's head? Oh, head's. Oh, head's is still there. Okay. He's going to use his own arm. His friend's arm. Wait.
His own friend.
I know.
But you've used so many different kinds of weapons so far, and this is just a small sampling of the different kinds of weapons in the game. There are
Yes.
just so many different
So many, and you
kinds
kind
to
of
play
have to
with.
make a choice which one to take.
Oh.
These guys just there. Again, and just want to be
Chance to use the environment to wreak some havoc
Using
here.
The environment is
Here we go.
important.
It's away.
Did I miss the whole
Now they're
thing?
coming
Really?
after you.
Fine.
Oh, nice.
Ha!
Nice.
That's better
well done,
anyway.
Chico. That's style points.
You got them. Oh,
Ah.
careful. He was gloating.
Nice.
What a jerk.
So I love that move that you can do when you're leaping and sort of stall time with that.
So whenever you're trying to jump off from the higher cliff, try to use the arrow. Then you go into that mode where you can kind of slow down the time, so you have better time to kind of concentrate and try to focus on where to shoot.
It's really cool.
You can do
It
that
feels
from-
really good too.
Yeah, you can do that from really high up too, and
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
epic.
So as you might have noticed, that I use a lot of bow and arrow, and sometimes I run out of my arrows. So what I do is actually try to pick up the ones my enemy dropped, and make sure I have enough.
You can kind of taunt them to keep shooting at you.
Hey, this way.
It's a dangerous game.
It
but
is.
It's cheap,
It
easy
can
way
be.
to get arrows.
Exactly.
See? Boom.
Come on. Thank you.
Stay on the move.
They're playing right into your hands.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
okay. I'm busy. I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry. I wasn't meant to do that.
Chico's going for pure style here. No substance, all style.
we respect that.
Nice.
All different kinds of ways to play this game.
On the way to here, I saw the Guardian, so I kind of want to be there. Make sure I get there before our time runs out.
Anyone watching the previous segment, I told him what's what. Yep.
Did he?
By
Did you-
running, running really
Running
fast.
as fast as my stamina wheel would carry me.
I think he got the point, though. He's pretty terrified.
Let me try it. Where is it? Where is it? Am I still far away?
There he is.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. There you go. He's over there. I'm going to do this.
I believe in you, Chico.
Yes.
So we're entering a new area here. The
That one's
Eastern
not
Alley.
moving. That one looks good. Let's go.
We got all these Guardian relics around.
Oh, he's waking up.
Uh-oh.
Good morning.
Good
It works.
He's grumpy when he wakes up.
Ah, no, 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 no. Again, there's always a way
Your
to-
bow's gonna break.
Really? It will? Ah, fine.
It's okay. You got what?
How much
5
did you get off of
damage?
him?
That
Yeah.
is true. And I
Oh.
You scope him out.
oh yeah, that's right. You should
let's
do that
see.
first to make sure.
Yeah.
So this will give us a little analysis of his hit points, breakdown.
480.
500.
Okay.
I don't
think
know.
you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah. So one other thing you can do with the weapon is actually you can throw the weapon like that, and
It'll give you a critical hit if you actually land it on them.
That is true. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Good way to get rid
But-
of weapons that are about to break.
But what I can do
Oh.
now is actually
So speaking of freedom and weapons, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen anyone do.
Attack! Attack! No, no, no!
And death.
You've
No,
got
no,
a quarter
no, no.
heart.
I'm not dead.
You need
no,
to
you're
eat
still
something
alive.
I still have
right
fun.
now.
And I have food.
Okay.
Haha.
There you go, nice. Run, run.
It's a fine
learned.
strategy.
Yes.
It's a great strategy.
It
It's a
is
really
good one.
creative strategy.
It
is what
is.
it is.
I think it'll ultimately get him.
Ah! No, wait. I don't have weapons left. So,
As we keep saying, you can play this game however you
However you want.
You can even throw your weapons using magnesis.
I don't have weapons.
Oh!
You don't even have a tree branch, Chico.
Just run! Run!
Oh, the death
Live to
destruction.
fight another day!
Well, I think we're actually running out of time.
Otherwise, we would have got him.
The world definitely wants to see Chico versus the Guardian. I know that. But I think we'll have to stop there. Chico, thanks very much. We'll be doing more of this stuff. Audrey, thank you as well. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're going to talk a little bit about
nice
Amiibo.
dodge.
So stick around.
I love you, Auntie. He can't hear me.
He can't hear you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam and I'm joined by my colleagues Bill and Chico. And during this segment we're going to take a look at some of the amiibo functionality that folks can look forward to in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
That's right. So as everybody recalls, we released The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess with Wolf Link. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD on Wii U came bundled with a Wolf Link amiibo, which you see right here. And at the time, we mentioned that the amiibo would have functionality in The Legend of Zelda for Wii U, then Wii U, now Breath of the Wild. And so we wanted to take the opportunity today to show you what the amiibo is going to do in-game. And so we want to start with a quick video just recapping how the amiibo functioned in Twilight Princess HD. So we're going to cut to that video really quickly and show you, if you recall, what it does there. But essentially the way that it worked in that video is you would enter the Cave of Shadows as Wolf Link when you tapped it in, and you would play the challenges in there, and you would complete the Cave of Shadows, and then you would tap the amiibo to the Wii U gamepad, and it would save the number of remaining hearts that you had after completing the Cave of Shadows to the Wolf Link amiibo. And so now what we want to do is we're going to actually tap this to the Wii U version of Zelda Breath of the Wild and show you what it does. So as you see, you use one of your runes there on the Sheikah Slate to give you access to the amiibo, and we tap it in, and oh, let's see. Uh-oh. There, I heard a little. Uh-oh. We have a slight tech. Oh, there we go. You may have seen a little effect there, similar to what you see in Twilight Princess. Tapping the amiibo to the Wii U gamepad in Breath of the Wild will bring Wolf Link into the game as a partner character. So we've been showing you a lot of the game. We've been showing you running around and exploring. Perhaps what you've noticed is that Link does not have a partner character in the game, and that is true. Typical of a Zelda game, you would normally see somebody like a Navi, or in the case of Twilight Princess, a Midna. In the case of Breath of the Wild, Link is generally exploring alone. And so if you do want that partner character, you would tap in the Wolf Link amiibo and call Wolf Link in. Wolf Link does a variety of different things in the game, in addition to just kind of being a partner character that runs around with you. As you can see here, Wolf Link helps with combat. He will actually attack enemies and will help you fight them.
Yeah, he actually barks when he finds enemies for you too.
Yeah, it's really cute when he does. He kind of like hunkers down and growls a little bit.
Yeah, I love seeing him in his art style. It's just really cool.
The other thing that's really cool is looking at how big he is, you're like, yeah, that's Link crouched down in wolf size.
I think he's sniffing out something there too.
Yeah. So if I see a door.
Oh, there we go. Now, apart from combat, the other thing that Wolf Link will do is if you get close enough to a wild animal. Oh, looks like you need to get a little bit closer there, Chico. Wolf Link will go out and hunt the animal for you. He's able to sense prey, sense meat, and he'll help you out with that as well.
But he doesn't go for acorn though.
No, he
Just the
doesn't.
meat.
Just the meat.
Yep.
You can see the animation also just really fluid, really nice. Kind
I
of
can actually
I
hear
like the way
the
he moves.
chain.
from when he was in prison at the beginning of Twilight Princess.
He's
that's-
wolfly, right?
Oh, there he goes.
Ah, sorry. Did it first.
Then he,
There he goes.
there you go. He got that boar right there on the rump and took him down for you, Chico.
It's really impressive when you see it, especially in combat with large groups of enemies. Wolflink is incredibly powerful. It's really interesting to see how he does, especially through combat.
That's right. Now we also have from the show floor here at E3, one of the things that we're showing, obviously we've got Amiibo on display here on the show floor. One of the things that we're showing is what the process is for creating Amiibo. It starts very, very simply with a very basic 3D printed model. Usually these are based off of some of the in-game models that we see in the game. And so in this case, Wolflink started off with this very basic gray in-game model. And if you're able to get up close on that, you can see sort of the polygonal nature of the print here. I think perhaps a little bit later in the day we may have a chance to show the full process, but there's sort of about 5 different steps in the creation process before we actually end up getting to the final model here.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think some folks don't
after the
appreciate
boar.
how much iteration goes into the creation of the amiibo, but when you're looking at some characters from certain games, their physical structure might make it really challenging to make amiibo, especially when you're looking at balance and making sure that you've got them in a pose that they're going to have nice stability when you've actually got them, say, sitting on a shelf or you're playing with them.
That's right. And in fact, you start with this basic 3D model print, and then from there you have to refine the model itself, and then you get into sort of once you finalize that model, then you start to get into some test painting and things like that, and it becomes it's actually a very long process. It takes start to finish. It can take upwards of roughly 10 months to a year from the very beginning of the Amiibo creation process until the actual product launches. So it actually is a long process, but one it's fun to kind of watch and see as the Amiibo go through all those different forms.
Yeah, especially as the poses get refined. I know I've seen certain iterations for some of our amiibo where they're really experimenting with how best to pose the character, position the character, and it's neat seeing kind of what didn't work as well, and then the different test cases that they do along the way.
That's right. Now going back to Wolflink in the game, we mentioned that when you tap Wolflink in, he will have the number of hearts that you saved in Twilight Princess. And he'll travel alongside you for the duration of your gameplay, and he'll do this until he loses all of his hearts. Fortunately, Chico is doing a good job here and is taking good care of Wolflink, and so he hasn't taken a whole lot of damage yet. But once those hearts run out, then Wolflink will disappear. And the next time, if you do want to play with him again, then you can wait 1 day in real-world time, not 1 day in in-game time, but 1 day in real-world time, and then you can tap Wolflink to the gamepad again and call him back into Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
You need to get after those boars, Chico.
I know.
It's interesting what a difference Wolflink can make, especially if you've taken the time to really kind of make him a burly wolf before you bring him into the game. And if you're starting out, he can really help cover your back for you as you're getting a feel for the gameplay.
He was right behind me. Jeez.
Uh-oh. Well, that's the other thing you can do is you can...
He killed me.
yeah.
And
You
he
can-
left the food for you, too. It's very polite of him.
It's so kind of him that he takes down the prey but does not eat the meat. He leaves that for you.
He loves me. So.
Now the other thing, of course, is if you do get separated from Wolflink, you can blow your whistle. You can blow a whistle or whistle to him and call him back to you. And you'll also. Of course, he is a wolf. Oh, listen to that bark! I love it.
He's got a lot of other really cool
Look at him.
animations as you watch him.
It's so good. Oh. So you can, if he runs off in a different direction, then you can whistle to him and he'll come right back to you.
Talk at all about his ability to sniff things out as well?
Well, yeah, you will. Of course, he is a wolf, so wolves having good noses, he'll be able to help you out and later on in the game be able to sniff out certain items for you. which is quite nice. But of course, Wolf Link isn't the only amiibo that's going to be compatible with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Talk about this interesting display.
We actually have a few more brand new amiibo. Hopefully we can get in very close on these. The level of detail on these new amiibo are really, truly stunning. This is Archer Link, and I'm just going to slowly rotate him around.
Especially the detail on the back of his shield is
this side,
incredible.
you can see right here, you can see the detail on the Sheikah slate. The head of this arrow, which you see from the video in the Guardian battle, incredibly detailed, very, very well replicated. You have the arrows hanging from Leek's belt. And just the amount of detail that you get on even his armbands and tunic are really amazing. These are easily the most highly detailed amiibo that I think we've created so far. And this is the first of, we have 3 that we want to show you today. So the first is Archer Link. Really cool. I can't wait to get these. It's great because I've been, Aonuma-san and I have been talking for a long time about wanting to have Zelda figures available for people. So hopefully people are excited for these. This is Rider Link. Again,
my
one
favorite.
of the, just the sense of presence you get from the horse, the way that it's sculpted, you get so much detail in the muscles, the mane, even the bridle with the saddle and everything. Link's shield hanging on the back, the saddlebags. Really, really nice. We have some online, we have some videos that show these in really close-up detail, rotating around, that are really great.
And I think we might have these on display actually at the booth here, so folks can maybe check out. Hopefully there'll be some more photos folks are taking online, but it's so impressive how they were able to realize the art style, I think, of the game here. And it really feels like it captures the softness of the color and the detail. It's really cool.
Billy's probably the only few people who can actually touch it.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not touching it because
Yeah,
I like
no,
my
I'm
job
too
and I
scared.
don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
break
yeah.
things.
These are still in a prototype form. They're near final, but they are, because of that, they're a little bit fragile still.
I feel like
So
you can
we're
get
being
away with it
very
if something terrible happens, but I'm keeping a
Yes.
very respectful distance.
Now then,
Sounds scary.
I have one more to show,
Oh, this
and
one's
this
cool.
one is, of course, very, very impressive. This is a Guardian amiibo, and again, you can see the amount of detail. It really helps to bring sort of those glowing pink colors to life. You can see the eye in front there. And although I'm not gonna bend it today, this is the first amiibo that we've created that has posable parts. You can bend the legs. If you're with our pre-production model, it's you have to
That's
be very
so
careful.
tempting.
So I'd rather not. But in the when we release this alongside the game, you'll be able to bend the legs freely and kind of pose the amiibo however you like.
I'm kind of looking forward to making dioramas with those arms, like he's going to be grabbing other amiibo in my collection, or maybe actually battling Link or something while I've got him sitting down. It's going to be really fun to see what I can do once I've got a production model I can feel safe with.
Yeah. So these are 3 amiibo that we have coming to launch alongside The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get them. But we just wanted to give you a quick moment and share those with you. Chico, is there anything else that you wanted to show us with Wolf Link? Or no?
That's about it. Well, I've got a little bit of time. We can maybe do some quick running around with and maybe see if we can find another camp to hit before we wrap up.
I think there's a camp over here. I hope they're awake. I don't want to always, attack them when they're sleeping.
It is really interesting, I found, just finding new places to run around with him at. And actually, I think we might be coming up to something that we shouldn't see just yet, so
All right.
we'll hang on to that for later. But
Yep.
thank you so much, Bill and Chico, for joining us and giving us a look at the amiibo functionality. Folks, again, if you happen to know somebody who's here at the show, you might want to see if they can take some photos of these. We've got them on display. And please don't go anywhere. Actually, next up, we're going to have Miyamoto-san join us, and we're going to be talking about how this game actually ties in really interesting ways to the original Legend of Zelda game. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, YouTube, it's Baby Girl 91580 here, and we just got finished covering a lot of the Nintendo Treehouse for E3 2016. Again, what they showed earlier in the show was Pokemon, the 3DS Moon and Sun. That's due to come out in November 2016. And they are basically devoting, as you can see with their conference area, they're devoting pretty much the whole conference to Zelda. Um, People have been waiting on Zelda forever. So I cannot stream. I think this thing is their conference is set for like 6 hours, and unfortunately, I have things to do today. But you guys pretty much get the gist of what they are doing with their E3 this year. They're focusing completely on Zelda. They just got finished showing some amiibos that are in the process of being made, because I think the guy says they're not completely finalized, but they just showed some amiibos for Zelda, and they showed some gameplay for Zelda. Actually, their exhibit in person. Now that I see behind the scenes, the actual area in the conference, it looks beautiful. The whole area is decorated like Zelda. So this is cool. I really wish that I was there. I'm glad I was able to cover it. I will cover a little bit more, and probably start working on my thoughts on E3 2016 video compilation tonight. And hopefully I'll have something for you guys tomorrow. But I'm going to end off the stream. If you guys would like to continue to look at Treehouse, please go over to the Nintendo channel here on YouTube, or I think they have it directly on their website also. You can look up and follow the rest of what they're doing. They said that this would be going on for 6 hours. That's what I found out online when I was trying to look up their actual presentation schedule. I guess they don't really have a schedule, and this is just going to be a 6 hour thing, a 6 hour treehouse. So, you guys, if please go over there if you want to continue to follow the feed for Nintendo E3. Other than that, this is Baby Girl 91580 with the Gameplay HQ signing out, and I will see you guys later, probably with some either Splatoon live stream or some Uncharted. I still have to finish Uncharted, the story for you guys. I've already finished it on my end, but I'd like to have my playthroughs finished for YouTube. So again, I'll see you guys later. Unfortunately, I have a lot of runs that I have to take care of today. So thank you for joining me. And I'm very excited about Zelda. Even though that's all they really gave us to work on, I am excited about Zelda and everything that they showed with Zelda. The artwork, the background is beautiful. But I'm going to put all of my comments together in a compilation video after. So I really don't want to drag it on any further. But remember to hit that like button, you guys, and take care.